So the Blue Beetle trailer came out, and I already watched it, so I can't review it right now, and also it would be very hard to review in the first place because of this thing. But I guess I'll just talk about what I liked about the movie, and stuff that I may have not liked. I love seeing Shola Maridueña in this as Blue Beetle. He is perfect for the role, especially just appearance-wise. But also the fact that he's actually a Latino actor is really nice, and they didn't whitewash him. I liked seeing him in Cobra Kai, and I feel like I will like to see him in here. I do find it weird though that, at least in the movie, he's playing a college student around that age range instead of a teenager how he is in the comics. I mean, it doesn't affect it too much since he's not as big as Spider-Man or Batman, so the age doesn't necessarily matter, to be honest. But in my mind, I just would have liked to see that. I love seeing the extended family.
They don't get out much.
At least in the beginning. The only thing that I find kind of strange, though, is that his whole family finds out that he becomes Blue Beetle when he gets onto his body. And I know people are saying, oh, it's different because, you know, he's a superhero that his parents or family already knows. And that I get, but the fact that they already know from the immediate jump kind of feels kind of generic, that the secret entry doesn't necessarily truly matter, to be honest, which I miss. I mean, I say this with the mask. I miss that the heroes would actually keep their identity secret from their loved ones to keep them safe. But this one, they kind of just, said, like, you know what, his family's gonna know from his first appearance. But another thing I like so much from the trailer is that even though there's a little bit too much humor that I would like to calm down a little bit, is the horror of seeing Jaime get engulfed in the scarab when it gets to his back, and then how the scarab is burning the clothes and everything, and the face was freaky to see.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Which was awesome. I don't know how they're gonna balance that. I hope it doesn't go too far in one area and to the other. That's what I'm worried about. But can we talk about the suit? Because that thing is beautiful. I love that it's practical, and that all they did was really add the CGI in parts that they needed to, like the glowing or the eyes moving a little bit, and, whenever the actual physical stuff needs to be shown. Like, yeah, the CGI is kind of off a little bit, but it was originally made for an HBO Max show, so it was just going to be like what direct-to-DVD is to nowadays. But I think I can get past that a little bit. Still going to be a little getting used to. Also, something that I do kind of wish they showed that they didn't is that he got the scarab by accident. I always preferred heroes who didn't go out to get something, even if it was just given to them. I always liked it that it just happened. Like in a lot of iterations beforehand, he just passed through the building and then boom, the scarab literally found him and then found him. And I don't want to see the scarab choose him.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
I always like that the scarabs, there's a person right here. I'm just gonna go on to them. So it's more of an accident than anything. That's what I always liked. I do love seeing all the weapons, though. That's what's awesome. He's like a lower grade Green Lantern, which I always found kind of interesting. Because yes, he can do whatever they tell he can think of, but they're still in the scarab type format, which is blue, but also, more bug-like. Seeing Blue Beetle stuff from the past was really cool. So it looks like Ted Kord, the previous Blue Beetle, at least I think they're going to show it here, is that he has his own Batcape, basically, because he has all the suits of him and the previous Blue Beetle before him. I can't remember the first Blue Beetle's name, though. I'll have to put it in post. Also, Ted Kord, the second Blue Beetle, is considered the happier Batman, because he has, brighter colors, and he's actually more cheerful, too. But I'm not sure if he's going to die in this one, like in other iterations, or they're going to make it that Blue Beetle, second one, was a woman, because they showed this lady who says her name is Kord by the end, her last name. I can't remember the first name. So I'm not sure if they're going to say that Ted Kord died, or it's her that just wants the scarab back, because the scarab actually is the reason why he became super rich, because he just reverse engineered the scarab to be able to do all the good stuff he has. He's still a genius, but he just reverse engineered that. Also, the last thing I want to say is I do miss the mouthpiece that Blue Beetle usually has. And I know most people would find it strange because of the Injustice games made it look kind of awkward, but I would have liked seeing it. I understand why they didn't show it, but I still would have liked it. Oh, I know I already said the last thing. Another thing that I'm worried about is that the Scarab is not treated like an alien, and it's just treated like another AI.
Host acquired.
Who said that? Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no!
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Yes, the Scarab is an AI. Not really, because it's still an AI. Because it just sounds like a regular woman. I like the idea when the Scarab, tries to speak English, but through Jaime's, mindset. So it sounds like Jaime. That's what I would have liked. Also, seeing all the inner technology, what he sees, I'm worried it's going to be too much like Iron Man. But I hope they're able to make it different enough. Which I hope, because I do not want to see another Iron Man. But that's what I thought about the Blue Beetle trailer. Are there any things you liked? Any things you didn't? Please let me know. Y para todos que hablan español, hola. Me llamo Doodlemite.